2025 is nearly over, and most of you are probably doing these 5 things that you've clicked on the video to find out. Now I'm going to give you a list of them all and things you can do to make it better. If you're still doing these 5 things, you're holding yourself back from a lot of potential. And there's not long left of this year, so make the most of it whilst you can. Make it better and change some things that you're probably doing wrong. Point 1, stop settling for good enough. Now, let's say if I was making a YouTube video and I couldn't be bothered editing it, and it's a really good video, but I edit it a little bit and then go, oh, this is just good enough, let's post this. And then that video does absolutely terrible. Whereas if I could have, edited it and then thought, I'm going to put a bit more time in it to make it better, because better could get me more views, or better could increase my viewer attention or whatever. And I've just missed out on loads of shit for maybe half an hour more of work. So this is what I mean by stop settling for good enough. Sometimes good enough is just a way of you saying you can't be arsed and this will just do. Whereas if you spent another hour, 2 hours just making it better, you could get better results or better things, because if you're gonna do a job, do it properly. Otherwise, there's no point of doing it. And if you get in the habit of doing this, you're just gonna be telling yourself for the rest of your life, I'm just gonna do this because I can't be bothered. You need to have a bit of drive in your life to make you be better and to make whatever you're doing better. So let's say if I was editing videos, like I just said before, if I push myself to, make it better, I'm also learning how to edit and then getting in a habit of making my videos better and so on. Everything's going in one direction, and the one direction is forward. That's the way you want to be moving, not backward. So all you have to do is literally just tell yourself, I'm going to spend more time on this and I'm going to do it right. I'm not going to say I'm not doing it now because I can't be bothered, or I'll leave it to another day. Just do it. Spend that extra time to make it better. That extra time will pay off, believe me. Going on to point 2, not constantly improving. So if you're not constantly improving, you're not going to get better. And if you're not constantly improving in your weak points, how are you going to get better? You can't just be good at one thing and then the rest is shit, because then it's not even and you won't get anything from it. It's like in football, if you're really good at free kicks but shit at the rest, what's the point of playing you? You've got to be an all-rounder, maybe decent at everything, or master everything and be the best at it all. Even if that one thing, is rubbish and you hate doing it, just do it because you want to be better. You've got to improve everything, not just your strong points, but your weak points. This is what's making you weak. This is what's making you bad and worse. So improve it, be better, and it will all go forward. All you have to do is do an hour or a couple hours every day just to improve yourself in whatever you're doing. Maybe it's editing, edit more videos, try new things, look at YouTube tutorials. There's loads of different ways. There's courses, every single possibility that you can think of, there's ways out there. Go and learn it, go and find it, spend a few minutes or hours of your day and just learn something new or improve. Going on to point number 3, stop setting unrealistic goals. So if you're telling yourself in 1 year you're going to create a business and make it 7 figures, that's not realistic. It's not going to happen unless miracles happen. Set little goals, set ones that are going to be reached, like maybe getting 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, something small. It doesn't have to be massive all the time, because you're setting yourself a bigger expectation than what it actually is. Let's say in that year you make up £10. You're going to be devastated, you're probably going to quit, you're not going to do it. So set something small, reach it, be dedicated to it, and don't be unrealistic. That's like me saying, I want 5 million subscribers by the end of this year. That's not going to happen. And I know that, and that's not my goal. Be realistic with yourself and be honest with yourself. Most people aren't honest with themselves, and this is where it's getting them wrong. The more realistic your goal, the more easier it is, and the more progression you're going to get. If you're setting big things that will probably take 5 years, there's no point. Make that a dream, don't make that a goal. And if you've got one big goal, let's say you want to make 1 million subscribers, break it down. Do 10,000 subscribers, then do 20, then so on, so on, so on. Make it small steps instead of one big goal. Now going on to number 4, stop saying yes to everything. Now people say yes because they think it's the easier option, and maybe they're scared of hurting someone else's feelings, or maybe they just feel better saying yes, when in reality you can say no to things in life. It doesn't have to be yes, yes, yes. And sometimes if you say yes to the wrong things, you're just causing yourself a lot more stress and anxiety for no reason, when you could have just said no and it's out of your way. You don't have to think about it. And sometimes people say yes too quickly. You can have a think in life, say I'll have a think and get back to you, and then see what happens, because sometimes you jump too far ahead, say you can do it, next minute there's loads of stress and consequences and loads of shit to deal with. It builds up. Don't be doing that. It's not good for you. It's not good for your mental health or for you. You want to be relaxed and calm, and one simple answer of no could have solved that whole problem. Now, you're not being rude by saying no, you're being true to yourself, and you're doing what you think, not what the other person thinks. Think about yourself sometimes, not just other people. And sometimes being too nice can have its consequences. People can use that against you, so on. So just, sometimes say yes, sometimes say no. Have a balance. Do what you think you want to do, not what the other person wants to do sometimes. Now, going on to the final point, number 5. Stop waiting for things to happen. Now, this is the biggest one. Why you're waiting for things to happen. Nothing's going to magically appear. You're not going to have £1 million on your doorstep tomorrow. The only way you can move forward or get your goals or do whatever you want is by taking action. Have a plan, a small step by step. Small goals, baby steps, and then just work your way forward. If you're sat there waiting for something to happen, or this is going to happen, or that, you're just stalling. Just do it, and you'll actually realize that things are better when you take action. And you'll get a lot more than sitting there waiting in your bedroom for some fucking magical thing to happen when it's just not going to happen. Nothing's going to change unless you do something. The only thing you can change is yourself, your choices, your options, everything. You have that power. No one else has that power but you. Use it, take action, and trust me, this will be a better year, and maybe even take it on to next year. If you want to break free from these habits, please make sure you let me know in the comments how they go and what you're doing. And if you want to subscribe to me or more to 600, and make sure you like and comment. See you in the next one. Peace.